Hello all, welcome for the lecture of Natural Language Processing. Today I will let you know about introductory concepts, rather basics required for natural language processing. Objective of this video is to acquaint with phase structure of natural language processing, to introduce few application areas of NLP, and to understand challenges while designing NLP based solution for any problem. So to start with, what is NLP? It is nothing but natural language processing. It is a branch of artificial intelligence. NLP is also known as computational linguistics, human language technology, or natural language engineering. The science goal of studying NLP is understand the way language operates, whereas the engineering goal of studying NLP is to build systems that analyze and generate language to reduce the man-machine gap. The famous Turing test is aware to all the people, wherein test is conducted to identify whether the operator is machine or human. These kind of tests are designed based on natural language processing ability of human brain. So what is it exactly? So it is concerned with grounding the language into perceptual and motor cognitive capacities. To start with understanding of NLP, we must have some linguistic background of the language with which we want to deal, or with respect to which we want to design a solution. So linguistic is the science of language, which includes the study of sounds, word formation, sentence structure, semantics associated with every word, and understanding of pragmatics. So what exactly is studied for natural language processing solution design, that I'll let you know. So basically, when natural language processing system is required to be designed, generally the processes which are required to be applied or one must need to go through are these 5. There is morphological analysis, syntax analysis, semantic analysis, discourse integration, and pragmatic analysis. So one by one I'll let you know each phase. Morphological and lexical analysis is nothing but, first of all, if we'll take into consideration paragraph to be processed, first of all that paragraph is splitted into sentence, and that sentence is further splitted into tokens, and this process is called as lexical analysis or tokenization. After doing this tokenization, morphological analysis is required to be applied, wherein words in the sentence are used in whatever form that original form of that word is required to be obtained to be used for further processes, to be specific for semantic analysis. And to obtain that kind of word, word in its original form, is called as morphological analysis. Example is shown over here, like if carried is the word used in the sentence, its original form is carry. Independently, so independently. So independent is the basically original form of word is dependent, and then its opposite word is independently. Likewise, there could be many more examples. So this is nothing but, this kind of processing is nothing but lexical analysis and morphological analysis. Next phase which is required to be applied is syntax analysis, wherein the way words are structured to form a sentence in that particular language, that is taken into consideration, or that is required to be analyzed, and part of speech of every word used in the sentence is required to be recognized or required to be identified. So that kind of task is done in syntax analysis. So what it does, it generates the parse representation of the sentence with every word tagged with its part of speech category. For example, if this is the set of CFGs considered for parsing the sentence, then using either top-down parsing or bottom-up parsing strategy, the sentence is parsed and it is checked with its syntactical correctness and along with identifying part of speech category of every word, the way it is shown on the slide. Next phase is semantic analysis, wherein semantic concerns the meaning of word, literal meaning, dictionary meaning of the word. So what exactly it does is whatever parse representation it obtains, it gets as an output of syntax analysis. It applies certain processes and obtains its logical form representation, so that logical form representation could be given as an input to the machine, to the compute, which is going to perform certain processes on that. So these are the things. So for an example, the basically first order predicate calculus is used for generating knowledge representation of the sentence, but for intermediate representation, lambda calculus is applied to obtain logical form representation of the word no likes expensive restaurant. So this is a logical representation obtained, and that is what is done in semantic analysis, which makes use of output of morphological analysis as well as syntax analysis. Next phase is discourse integration. This is nothing but spread over to multiple sentence process, which is required to be applied to over multiple sentences. So if one of the sentence is there, like she wanted it, then whatever pronoun is used in the sentence, it is used with respect to the sentence which precedes it. So exactly it belongs to, or it is pointing to what proper noun. Finding out that correlation is called as discourse analysis or discourse integration. Pragmatic analysis is nothing but once syntax and semantic analysis are applied, then it has to, natural language processing system has to take into consideration context with which the word or sentence is given. So for an example, if apple is used in the sentence, the general meaning of apple is an object which is considered as a fruit with red color with some specific shape. But if apple word is used in for describing some application related to computer, then that might be something else, right? That is, for to be specific, that is the company, name of the company. So this is how the pragmatic analysis is required to be applied, or is applied rather. So context based meaning is searched in pragmatic analysis, and intention is pinpointed in the pragmatic analysis. Components of NLP are nothing but natural language understanding. Whatever we have studied up till now, that were the phases of NLP. Now, to consider components of natural language processing system as an application can be two. That is natural language understanding and natural language generation system. So natural language understanding system is nothing but the system which is designed for interpretation of the sentence, whereas natural language generation system is the system which is designed after interpretation. If responsive is to be given, that giving response responsibility is dependent on natural language generation system. For example, here flow diagram is shown wherein words are taken into sentence is taken into consideration and parsed, and its syntax structure and logical form is generated. Then when context based interpretation is done, at that time final meaning is generated, that is FOPC form of the sentences gets generated, which is processed by your application logic. And then if it is expected, that application is expected to give a response, the natural language sentence in the natural language itself. In that case, again it generates the FOPC as a response and then applies reverse process and generates the sentence in natural language. So that is how the information flows in natural language applications. Then there can be two ways with which NLP based system can be designed. One is by using classical approach, that is the way we have discussed up till now, and another is based on statistical or machine learning approach, wherein whatever data this classical model generates, that based on that data set, the machines are trained, your networks are trained, and accordingly, just to fast the process, to speed up the process of making decision in every phase, the statistical computing can be applied. So this is how the NLP based system can be designed. To be specific about applications, NLP can be applied anywhere, but to list out some applications, few applications of NLP, information retrieval system can be considered as one of the application of NLP. Then text extraction, wherein topic specific sentences out of huge document can be extracted as per requirement of the user or application. Then third application is machine translation, wherein application accepts input in one language and converts it into another language. Another application could be text summarization, wherein huge document is converted into abstract format. Obviously, and last is question answering system, wherein user is expected to write question, complete question, full question, and system will give in response specific answer instead of just giving links of the document. So these are some of the application, out of which these last four applications requires to apply all phases of natural language processing system which we have studied in this video. Then last is nothing but what are the challenges to design the systems which are designed based on NLP. So one of the challenges is non-standard language, like if we'll use SMS language or these kind of symbolic representation which does not actually contribute any sense with respect from the perspective of linguist. In that case, your system will not be able to process that, or you need to have certain another logic which will be able to interpret these kind of things. But obviously these kind of representation may vary person to person, so that cannot be, that is going to be an infinity never ending task. And then segmentation issues, the way sentence is segmented, representation or interpretation is going to vary. Then use of idioms, separate logic is required, special logic is required to process idioms. Then neologism, like new words gets added on the timeline in the language, so that are required to be updated in your with respect to your application. Then world knowledge, for performing pragmatic analysis it is required to be applied. And tricky entity names, so depending on the proper nouns used, that should be used properly, otherwise that is not going to make sense, or that is going to confuse the system. So these are some of the challenges for designing natural language processing system. So these are some resources which you can use for your studies. Thank you. I hope you have enjoyed the learning.